What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? All right. So, supposedly, shit has really hit the fan, and as far as major platforms of the conscious community go, quote unquote conscious community go. So now we're hearing words of certain people going on trial. More specifically, Brother Polight going on trial, I guess to a tribune of the elders, that council of elders. Which, I mean, it sounds nice, and potentially it could be a good thing, but I don't know. Like, how do we even gauge the credibility of our elders anymore if it took this long for somebody to address this? That it had to take pretty much a whole downward spiral, I guess you could say, where it's got a lot of people who are watching from the outside in, questioning a lot of shit, like what the hell is going on here? What's going on? Why now? After years and years and years of allegations, phone calls, friendships, am I really supposed to be naive enough to believe that nobody knew that this was going on? Really? So I'm supposed to be that naive, that this is now being addressed now, and that from the years upon years of allegations, you decide to address it now because you see how damaging it is to be tied in with this type of behavior and activity. It's not a good look, and it's a shame that it took for people to be getting hit in their pockets and being discredited for it to be addressed. Now, I don't think that there should be a Brother Polight trial. That's my opinion. The reason I say that is because we don't need no trial. We know he's guilty. We know he's guilty. The fact that y'all had to come out and demand a trial tells us everything we need to know. It tells us everything we need to know. So I'm reluctant of the credibility of this said trial. It's kind of like, how to put it, if a Bloods member, somebody's blood was on trial and the judge was also a Blood. Not only that, but he was paid off to ensure a certain verdict. I feel like that's what is potentially going to be attempted here with this Brother Polight on trial. I guess PR type of I don't even call it a stunt, because the people who do have their platforms out there, who have given this man a voice, they do want to give him one more chance to clear his name before they completely wash their hands with him. It's a little late now, if you ask me. Why didn't you do this last year? Why did nobody call any of this out when it was beginning and stop it in its tracks? Because we got a lot of y'all we seen while the allegations of all the fuck shit going on, you doubled down and you supported him, and that makes y'all suspect. So we don't need to We don't need a Polight trial. All right, we don't need a trial on Brother Polight. We need a trial on the motherfuckers who enabled him to do what he did. You feel me? That's what is more important. Because y'all are the ones that need to clear your names. His name's already in the mud. He's already fucked. So y'all are the ones that need to save face. So y'all are really the ones that's on trial. So y'all are the ones that got some explaining to do on why you never addressed any of this stuff. You're not going to deflect the blame because you got to take the responsibility too. Not only did you give this man a voice, you knew for years, at the very least, that there were allegations of scamming, of a whole bunch of different stuff. You knew. And if you come out and say that you didn't, or that you didn't have suspicions, I'm afraid that's going to tarnish your credibility, seriously tarnish it. I understand you don't want to throw anybody under the bus, or even you might want to take the stance of, I don't exactly trust this guy business-wise, but I like his information. I think it's more important that his information gets out. That's why I put him on my platform, for his information. But I overlooked his business practices and his character flaws, I guess you could say. Because the information is more important. Now, I can see that. I can kind of agree with that standpoint, because it's more about the information than the person, right? Until that person starts doing very unethical things, and you, as somebody providing this person a voice, is silent in the face of accusations, in the face of people coming forward and telling you in confidence, like, hey, this dude, he's scamming, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's doing whatever. Y'all are the ones, honestly, that's going to have to be on trial, because y'all are going to be the ones that need to clear your name. His name is tarnished enough, and he has nobody but himself to blame, because there were so many times years ago he should have never dismissed it. Even if he was scamming and he didn't want people to know, he could have saved himself all the trouble for coming out and saying, I'm sorry. If you did not receive whatever you wanted to receive, I apologize. The onus on me. I am the person providing the service. I should be doing a better job than that. But instead, he wanted people to believe that he was scamming. He wanted the controversy. He wanted all that stuff. He wanted the extra attention. He said it himself. He didn't mind the extra attention. He didn't mind if people believe he was a scammer. Now, that's cool for him. But for the people around him, that's not cool. Because, I mean, there's been a few people I've broke bread with in this community. And I am 100% for supporting black business, black ethical business. It is a necessity to making a real tradition and culture that is uplifting and long-lasting for all of us, especially here in America. Other countries, the culture is decent, but the resources made available or the access to knowledge is a little iffy. But if we could combine the resources with the proper culture, this will all work perfectly fine. But we also need to have a punishment. There needs to be punishment for people who are scamming and lying, especially lying, because that's without a doubt that motherfucker was lying about a lot of shit. So you're not credible when you're doing that. You're not credible when you're doing that, especially, right? So who exactly is the council of elders that's going to be prosecuting or bringing forth judgment and charges against Brother Polight? Because if it's Sonnetter, if it's any of these dudes that's been rolling with them since day one, and they don't want to see anything happen to them, and they don't want their ass to be done in, can we really trust them, right? Can you really trust somebody to do the right thing if they knew for, let's say, 2-3 years this person might have been scamming, or they might be doing stuff that's unsavory, that is, you see things that you would want to stay away from in terms of, is this person going to be a paradigm or an archetype for a leader in this community? There's certain things that you kind of can't do if you're going to claim to be something like that. If you're going to claim to be Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, if you're going to put your name to the likes of people of that stature, there's a level of righteousness and integrity that you have to operate on. And Brother Polight was not operating on that frequency. He was giving amazing information, okay? He was very intelligent and articulate with the way that he was doing. And he sold the lifestyle very well. He's not living it, but he sold it very well. But the problem is this. Who is to be trusted, in any of this anymore? Who can be trusted? Because if Sonnetter is going to be the one that's holding this trial, then, it's not a fair trial. It's the fix is in. It's like I said before, like a gangbanger getting put on trial and the judge is in the same set. Or the judge is paid off and the fix has been in. Like, acquittal. Guaranteed acquittal. I don't trust it. It depends on who the elders are. Because for all I know, we could have a council of ethical elders. We have Bob Phil, we have Ashwa Crazy, even if we had the pills on the panel too, even though I wouldn't exactly put them as elders, but I do feel like they have done enough work and established enough in the community where they have a say in this matter. Honestly. Maybe, certain type of elders it might be able to work. But I'm just very skeptical. I'm very skeptical about this whole trial for Polight. Very skeptical. Because why now? Why was he never held accountable before? Why only when it begins to tarnish your brand and tarnish everything else do you decide to do the right thing? That's not righteous. It's not. And I thought that's what one of the qualities of people in this community was that you did the right thing no matter what other people were going to say about it. That if you see a scammer in the community, not only are you going to distance yourself from him, you got to call him out. You can't just distance yourself. You got to call him out too. You can't be allowing people to get scammed and not say anything about it if you claim to be a righteous person in this community. You just can't. It don't work that way. So, we'll see. We'll see if this even happens. I'm really not surprised at all that this is what happened. This is the start of what's going to happen. Because if I'm going to be honest with y'all, Brother Polight's going to be fine. He's going to be good. Trust me on this. Worst thing that's gonna happen is he might get exiled. He might get exiled. He's got connections, supposedly. The worst thing that's gonna happen is he's gonna be exiled. Now, when it comes to some other people, they ain't gonna be as lucky because they're literally dependent on this shit, on this community. So someone like Black News 102 or House of Consciousness, Sonetter, y'all got the most to lose. Y'all really do. You wanna know why? Y'all ain't got any talents of your own. Content of your own. You have nothing. You have nothing to offer anybody. And now that you've resorted to what you're doing now, basically making little meme videos, posting them around about certain speakers, saying that they're agents and they're this and they're that, saying that they disrespected this person and that person. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna last long at all. It's not gonna last long at all. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna have a trial on somebody or on anybody to give them a chance to clear their name, I would, you know, I would offer that olive branch to people like Supernova, to Inky, you know, the dudes that unwaveringly supported him, despite the fact that it seemed like he was scamming, and despite the fact that they kind of was like, it was a big joke to them. They'll be the ones that have to answer, because neither of them are scamming. And if I would be honest, they both are, they make great products, and they're very smart, and the information works. They're not scamming, but their mans is a scammer. The right hand, Enki, your right hand mans is a scammer, bro. I know you're not, but that makes me beg to think, like, how righteous of a person are you? But then again, you know what, Enki? You've never tried to say that you were the next Malcolm X or any of that type of shit. You literally said, I'm the health minister. I got the science. So you know what? I can't even be that mad at you. Because you never really came in trying to take that side, you know what I'm saying? You always were on some healing, spiritual type shit, science type shit. You never came in and was just like, yeah, I'm gonna be the next Malcolm X. Like, nah. As much as you are an attention whore, like, I'm not even gonna mince words, bro. I fucks with you, Enki. I really do. And I can't wait till we meet. We gonna meet in Philadelphia on July 15th. I hope KT's there too. KT's one of my favorite herbalists, man. Y'all make great products, man. I'm gonna address it when I see y'all. I ain't gonna be on some nut shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be very respectful. I'm gonna ask a few questions. I'm gonna see what's up. That's it. No big deal. Ain't nobody gotta catch anybody slipping or anything like that. That's crazy. Nah, man. And like I said, if I ever saw Polight in person, I'd just tell him, like, bro, I don't fucks with you. I don't put home. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we've attached ourselves too strongly to certain individuals and personalities, and we've been able to worship them. And I've always said, I'm not a personality worshiper, so I'm not going to take personally the scamming, the lies, or any of this type of stuff. It disgusts me, right? But not enough for me to go and get upset and get physical. That's stupid. That's ridiculous. But I will get slick with the mouth. Believe that. I'll be respectful, but I ain't gonna be afraid to be like, yo, so like, what's good with your boy scamming? Like, I'll just be like, bro, like, I'm not saying you are, but you got some explaining to do, man. Your right hand man scamming, you're not saying nothing. It's not the best look. But I know you're not scamming, Inky. Look, I know you're not scamming, bro. I know you're not scamming, bro. So this ain't no shots at Minister Inky on some shit like, hey, you're a scammer, I don't fuck with you. Like, nah. I'm not gonna come like, oh, stinky Inky. Nah, man. But I will say, certain questionable shit about you that makes me, you know what I'm saying, I would be weary of doing certain shit. I'll definitely buy your herbal products though, man. They're good. They're good. You good money with that. Definitely no problem going to a lecture, listening to you, going with the science. It's all sound. It's a few integrity things though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be reluctant to go into, I guess, certain think tanks with you or make certain moves. I'd question whether you would be doing it for the people or for yourself. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, most of us are guilty of that on some level. All of us. But I would, you know what I'm saying, if there's anybody that's going to be on trial, it should be the people that's close to Polight that didn't say nothing. Polight should not go on trial. I mean, just exile him. Just wipe the hands off him. All the platforms that want to stay relevant, don't let that man on. Don't mention him. Don't do nothing. Just let it go. Let him go and, you know, make bread with the white people in Beverly Hills. That's what he said he wants to do. Let him do it. Let him do it. Just let the shit go. Ain't nobody gotta go to jail. Ain't nobody gotta do any of that stuff. But like I said before, if that happens, it happens. Don't want it to happen. Don't want it to happen to nobody. I don't want nobody to go to jail. Alright? That's stupid. A real simple solution. Just don't support. Don't donate. Don't fall for the rope-a-dope. Don't fall for the okey-doke. Just keep it moving. But yeah, I made this video a little too long, but hey, it is what it is. Polight on trial. I'm iffy about that. It could possibly be properly done, but like, all right, let's just say he does admit to scheming and scamming and all that other stuff. Do you let him back in? You can't. You can't. He can't be trusted. Can't be trusted with his business ventures. His information, yes, is good. But as far as it comes to making investments with this man, nah. There's no way, B. He could have saved it, and he did it to himself. I don't know what else to say. And look, if Sonetter's gonna be the one that's doing this trial, then it's a fucking farce. It's a sham. It's a big sham. If Sonetter's the one, or House of Conscience, or whoever is the one that organizes this Polight trial, then this shit is moot. And it's garbage. And anybody that even suggested the event, I don't know what to say, man. You don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, but I mean, I don't know, man. I might have to stop monetarily supporting certain things. Let me tell y'all, man. I monetarily support when I got the bread. Always. Because I know that shit comes back tenfold. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely a firm believer in, you know, the universe reciprocating your giving ability. I really am. I'm a firm believer in that. So I'm gonna cut this video now, but people out there, I just want to warn people out there, if somebody is not proven to come forth with what they say that they're gonna service you with, just don't do it. Don't donate to anybody that hasn't proved to you that they're giving some kind of service that they said they will. So if you're not seeing results from somebody, stop feeding them. Seriously. Why are you gonna give Sonetta Patreon money when he's making videos about Pharaoh and Seti being COINTELPRO when I don't know why the hell he's still talking about this shit? It's been 6 months. It's been 6 months pretty much since that little debacle. And he's still on it. Not only is he still on it, he's dying. Literally, his platform's dying because he can't stop being fixated about this shit. And it's sad, bro. But it is what it is. So peace out to everybody. Yeah.